Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be continuing on the Volvo S40, getting it race ready. So today we are going to be fitting one of these. So this is a brake pedal, but it has two master cylinders, so I can adjust the bias front and rear with just the turn of a knob. I have removed the brake booster entirely, so I'm going to be running without a servo, so that's the reason why I'm going dual master cylinder. So what I've done on the Wilwood website, you can get all the dimensions for this. I've made a little template which I'm going to cut out of 3mm, or perhaps Connor is going to cut out of 3mm steel, and that's going to get welded to the bulkhead in there, and then we should be able to bolt this up, fit some master cylinders to it, and that's job done. Yeah, so hopefully that won't take very long, and then I'll get on with trying to fit this, which is actually out of a Polo, I think it is. Yep, 2011 Polo, and this is an electronic throttle pedal because I'm going drive-by-wire and having a electric throttle body. First things first, get the sheet metal cut out, get this welded, and we'll move on from there. Right, so we're ready to weld this plate in, which Connor has very kindly made for us. So I'm just going to weld this into position, and then I can get the hole saw, pass them through, and then hopefully we can bolt up the new brake pedal and the master cylinders. So this is the original position of the pedal box, and that's where the master cylinder was. I've taken a few measurements, and when I bolt this to the original position, then the brake pedal actually sits in exactly the same position as the original brake pedal, so that's worked out really well. I'll get this welded on and then we can get it bolted up and see how it looks. So it is the next day, and I've chucked the seat in, the steering column in there, dash bar still not welded, clutch pedal is in, and as you can see, here is our new Wilwood dual master cylinder brake pedal. But I'm not entirely happy with its position. I think it needs to go left a little bit. So it should be in exactly the same position as the standard brake pedal, which I've got over here, and the blade goes directly through the center of where the previous master cylinder was, which I've centered the new brake pedal to. However, if you look at this pedal, there is a very slight bend in it, and it offsets this maybe 10mm to the left hand side. So to combat that, you can see I've put that pad offset to the left hand side. Now I'm not entirely happy with how that looks, and I still think it wants to come across to the left a little bit more, just because where I've got this foot here, it doesn't leave a load of space for the throttle pedal. So this plate behind here, which as you can see I have stitched welded to the chassis already, I'm going to have to try and cut that out, and hopefully it comes out easily, and then I'm going to try and offset it to the left by about 15mm, which will mean that I can center that and it still be offset left by about 5mm. I've got to take all of this out again, take out the seat because I don't want to get that covered in sparks, and yeah, hopefully that comes out easy and I haven't completely fucked this up. Alright, as you can see, I've made a hole in the firewall now, and I've cut this down literally as far as I can go to get this as far to the right hand side as I can. So I'm going to quickly tack this in. I'm not going to fully weld it, and then hang the brake pedal in position, see how that looks in comparison to the clutch pedal, and hopefully it gives me a bit more room for a throttle pedal. Yeah, that's what I'll do. There we go, that's looking much better now. Obviously this pad will move to to the right hand side, but it gives me enough space there for a throttle pedal. And yeah, I'm really happy with that. Glad that has turned out all right. I've not made too much of a mess back there. And once I've got that into place, you can see this mounting point here. That was the standard brace. You can see up there on top of that pedal box. I'm going to make a bracket just to strengthen it all up, and then got to worry about the throttle pedal. Right, so how does that look? As you can see, seat is back in, column is back in, and that is the new pedal position. Quite happy with how that sits. You can see I've welded these plates onto the column as well. And yeah, if I just jump in, I've had a little play with the seating position. It's gone back a little bit, and yeah, quite comfortably. Get clutch all the way to the floor, brake goes all the way to the floor. I have ordered some extensions for the master cylinders, so the pedal comes forwards a little bit more. That is basically on the very first thread or last thread, whichever way you want to look at it. There's not enough thread on the master cylinders. Hopefully arriving tomorrow so I can get those in. I still haven't made the bracket up there yet because I just want to get all of this in place before I did that, because that will fix the pedal in position. And I've still got to make a throttle pedal. So that is pretty much it for fitting the brake pedal. Bit of a short video this week. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. If you've got any questions, drop them down in the comments below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.